What's going on, everybody? Mortem here, this time bringing you a look at the mechanics and an overview of the Angel Mythic Path options in the beta of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. So real quick, just to get it out of the way, this is a beta, things are subject to change, and I'm also trying to keep this as spoiler-free as possible. With that in mind, the Angel is one of the two mythic paths that are basically the default option, which is Angel and Demon. So what that means is you don't have to do anything special to unlock the Angel path other than maybe use some of the Angel Mythic Path options up to this point in the game when you actually pick your Mythic Path, which is at Mythic Path rank 3. Furthermore, if you're curious about how the Mythic Path system works, I won't be covering that in this video. However, I do have a video that covers exactly how the Mythic ranks work and how you go about picking and unlocking specific Mythic Paths. With that stuff out of the way, let's get into it. At Mythic Path rank 3, you actually get to pick what your Mythic Path will be. So obviously, we're going to pick Angel because we should have unlocked it because it's just kind of the default option, as I mentioned. Now, I do want to mention that when you go to pick the Angel option, it shows these Flame of Life, Blinding Light, and Piercing Ray Halo options on the side here. I can't verify where those are. So I'm not saying they're not in the path, but I guess I don't have access to maybe how to unlock these. At first I thought maybe they were like Halo options that you could turn on or something, but they don't seem to be anywhere on the Mythic Path tree, and I certainly don't get access to them while playing. So I'm not really sure what that's about. Jumping into what the tree actually entails. So a couple of things. One, you get an Angelic Halo. Now the Angelic Halo will give allies within a certain feet, 50 feet in this case, a bonus to their AC as well as saving throws against evil creatures. Now, that is actually also a cosmetic option that I will hopefully have up and showing you guys because it is one of the cosmetic options I can actually show you. It is basically like the ASMR's normal halo that you can turn on and off, but it is much brighter and fancier. Now, the other features of the Angel Mythic Path are the Sword of Heaven, the Summons, as well as the Mythic Spellbook. So as you can see, we can summon a bunch of various types of angels and spirit paladins and stuff. Now, unfortunately, I can't show you these because I could not get any of them to work, much like the Lich's summons. They seem to operate on a spell slot of some sort that does not replenish when I rest, so it permanently says I do not have the ability to summon this stuff. And it at no point explains what I need to do to actually make these work, so I'm thinking it's just a bug. Furthermore, so you might see where it says improved Angelic Halo. I'm thinking those options, which I don't have the ability to show you guys due to what I'm allowed to show you. So even if I were to get to that rank, I couldn't show you what it was. I think those are the options for the Halos at the beginning, but it's construed in a very weird way, I guess is my point. So let's talk about the main feature, Sword of Heaven. So Sword of Heaven will allow you to imbue your weapon with holy power, giving you extra damage and things, as you can see on screen here. Now, the interesting thing is that it does not tell you is that this is actually a minute timer on this Sword of Heaven. So when I first turned on rank 3 here of the Angel, I got 2 uses of it per rest, and it lasted a minute each. I don't know if that increases because it does not tell me. Even when you have it in your spellbook, it never elaborates. So I imagine that's just something they haven't filled in yet, but at least in its current form, that's what it does. Now you might see on rank 4 and up that we get an improved Sword of Heaven. Now, I was initially planning on showing you guys what those improvements were. However, I ran into a critical game progress stopping bug that is preventing me from progressing the Angel Mythic Path. It is a bug specific to the Angel Mythic Path quest that is preventing me from ranking it up. I do apologize for not being able to show you those powers. I know in my previous videos I've gone over those pretty extensively. However, in this one I literally just can't because the game has bugged out and will not let me do it. Because, you know, it's a beta, so here we are. But just know that the Sword of Heaven is upgradable. I assume with various powers, much like all of the other mythic paths I've covered up to this point. It's probably something angel-based. It's probably like an aspect or something that then adds more things to the Sword of Heaven. It's worth noting that at Mythic rank 8 and Mythic rank 10, the powers are supposed to be of a much greater magnitude, so that's something to keep in mind. And then the last thing I want to talk about is that much like the Lich, The second we become an angel on Mythic Path rank 3, we get access to a Mythic spellbook, which essentially just gives us 6 caster levels of angel, and you can actually see a bit of a UI bug here where it doesn't actually say angel, but it gives us 6 caster levels as well as a bunch of predetermined spells, all kind of in the healing domain, if you will, conjuration and enchantment technically, but you know what I mean. It's all like healing spells and things like that and buffs. You don't really get to pick any of those, it just kind of is what it is. It's my understanding that these spells for the most part are considered divine spellcasting, so I'm assuming they scale off of wisdom, but for the most part most of it's buffs and stuff anyway, so just keep that in mind. Alright guys, so there you go. There is what we are looking at for the Angel Mythic Path in the Wrath of the Righteous beta. Now, I do have 3 more Mythic Paths at a minimum to cover until they add the last 2 in at the very least. Now that said, those last 3 will take me quite a bit longer to actually take care of, simply because I do have to run through the game again to unlock those Mythic Paths, which is just going to take me a little bit longer. But that said, I certainly hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it informative. If you did, I certainly hope you like, comment, subscribe, stick around, all that jazz. We are growing tremendously. Chances are I hit 4,000 subscribers the day this video went live. Again, just thank you guys so much. Truly means a lot to me. You wander in wisdom and have an amazing day.